No, this is not the next Universe Mode video. Welcome back. Smackdown vs. Raw 2011 Drake Edition. Basically, I'm going to be putting every single roster member up against each other in a game where they fight to the death. It's colonization. I've taken all of the men's division in Smackdown vs. Raw 2011 and just put them on a sheet. I mainly did this because the DLC characters wouldn't be here. Justin Gabriel, Lex Luger, Badass Undertaker. Some of these people wouldn't be here, so I had to make this sheet. So for this, we're gonna do it 44, which is Shad Gasper. And so now we spin the arrow up. What's up from Shad? John Cena or our first match is going to be Shad versus John Cena. I'm going to turn off Universe Mode for this one. I don't want to make that mistake. The way that this first round will work is that basically it's just going to be like normal. But you'll see as we go on that things are going to become not as normal. Tribute to the Troops Arena. I don't see the game pick Tribute to the Troops a lot, so I'm fine with this. And for this one, I can just commentate, because I'm not going to be playing this. Crazy, I know. Usually I play these, but I'm not going to for this one. And this matchup will basically just determine who claims the other person. And instead of being claimed traditionally, you know, like, oh, what a sequence. Basically, instead of being claimed, they're not completely eliminated. Instead, the winner will claim the other as a teammate. And the more people they get on their side, the more people they can attack. And so every single person matters, because you're essentially going to be forming a self-defense wall around yourself. If you get claimed, all of your allies fall to the enemy person. But as long as you're not directly touching them, you're going to be fine. If Cena gathers a team of 4, all above him, and then he gets attacked from above, he won't have to fight the match. He'll instead have to fight 3 separate people in a 1-on-3 handicap match, assuming that they have no people that they have claimed pre-game. So essentially, it's bullshit. This episode will hopefully claim the first 5 matches of the series, and this will be a long-running series. I'm only going to do this once, though, because I'm not a montage guy, so this wouldn't be fun to do forever. Cena already hitting Shad with the 5-knuckle shuffle. We could see an early end of this match. That is not a very devastating move, but it gets the fans riled up every single time. Shad is just... Cena, okay, it was all a trick. Cena set him up for the attitude adjustment, and that's it. Cena's not done yet. Shad ain't either, an eye rake. Cena might have just hit an attitude adjustment, literally just a flex. He is not worried about taking out Shad. He just wanted to kick his ass in for a little bit. And that's a rope break. Ouch. Cena, do you know the rules of your own match? Come on, man. And of course, Cena being this dominant early on really just means that Shad will be on his side for most of the series. There's also 2 Cenas, so like that makes it even funnier. And Cena maybe going for the attitude adjustment? No, not quite enough. Shad says, I ain't finished with you yet. Cena doesn't really care about Shad's opinion, and he sends him into the corner. And apron leg drop off the top rope, I should say. Cena just really wants to put away Shad with a second attitude adjustment. Cena once again letting Shad recover. Why does he do this? It lets Shad get enough time to hit a lifting DDT. Come on. You gotta be more clever when you go for your attitude adjustments. Imagine if Shad beats Cena because Cena got too cocky. Never mind, Cena has claimed Shad Gasper. And now next to their name will be whoever has claimed them. I guess I should make it the CO Nation to make a difference between... Yeah, no, we're not doing that. The claimed nations can still attack, too. Round 2, 47. Shelton Benjamin. Top right, John Morrison. Match number 2, Shelton Benjamin versus John Morrison. You know, it's been a while since I've seen the NXT arena in 2011. Why are the ropes so desaturated? Was that actually how the ropes looked in the regular ass first season of NXT? You know, the one that people only remember as everyone got hired, put into the Nexus, and died immediately. That's what I remember. The goddamn NXT Season 1. This also gives people a good chance to look at some superstars that maybe haven't been in the universe proper yet. There's some people who aren't even in the universe. Like, Cena Orange technically isn't, it's Cena Purple. Nice German by Shelton. Left German getting fast as fuck. Oh, okay, Shelton. We're gonna end the match early, huh? Ooh, 2. I hope this allows some visual people to see pin counts better, because sometimes the ref isn't on screen and the fans are mid and get talked over. Having a visualizer is pretty good. Okay, Jesus Christ, he wasn't even all the way up yet. How'd he get hit with that drop kick? The problem with a video like this is I don't actually know how much matches I should do in this first one. On one hand, I don't know how much I'm going to talk throughout the set amount of matches we can do. So I'm just sitting there like, do I have a baseline for the amount of footage I should record? What do I do about this? Help! My favorite part about this game is when the crowd noise resets and you can tell that it resets because there isn't enough action going on the mask kick. The sample's only like 5 minutes long of just stock default crowd noise. You know, this match has been particularly back and forth. I can't really say that it shouldn't be back and forth. Shelton Benjamin is the gold standard. John Morrison is a fucking great high flyer. Look at that, Jesus. So there's not much I can really say negative that would make this not back and forth. The only positive thing you could say that would make this back and forth is that Shelton Benjamin should have been booked better than to have back and forth matches with John Morrison. Not saying he could have, I'm just saying it's kind of bad to not. Like, if you're gonna call him the gold standard, the least you should do is make him an actual gold standard. I mean, they gave him the IC title, but that's not the gold standard, the silver standard. Like, giving him the tag titles would have been more of a gold standard than anything else. I feel like the more I express my opinion about the tag titles being on the same level as the world title, the more people just start to go like, hey, no, that's probably wrong. It's like, I could book it both ways. That's the thing. I book it as like, alright, I'm gonna build you up with this tag title so that when you break up, you can go into it title scene on your own. But also I understand that once the tag breaks up, that some members are going to be devalued and others are going to be raised. In the Shield, you know who was supposed to get raised? It was Roman. Did he? No. But they raised him anyways. In reality, the person that really got raised the most was Seth, because he did the turn. And then there was Dean. Dean did nothing. Dean was just kind of there. And then he moved to AEW, and now he's way better, because he's actually allowed to be himself. Note to wrestling companies, let your wrestlers be themselves, please. Trust me, it gets them off a lot better than having to do a shitty gimmick for 3 years. Unless you're the Brooklyn Brawler, and you can live the gimmick. Because if they can live the gimmick, then fine, fair enough. But if they can't, just let them be themselves. The Rock being themselves. Austin being kind of himself. Exaggerated, sure, but it was still being himself. How am I talking about Rock and Austin in a John Morrison versus Shelton Benjamin match? This is the kind of shit you'd only see on Smackdown versus Raw Colonizer Edition, Drake Edition, whatever you want to call it. I call it Drake Edition because I think it's funny and it's also from a line of a fucking Not Like Us. Does that mean I could put Kendrick versus Drake in the tags now? Probably not. I'd probably just confuse the general public. You know, I like how sweat in this game isn't like a stamina thing, unlike 2K24, where you can get the wrestler sweaty in like 5 minutes if you try. In Smackdown vs. Raw 2011, they just get sweaty as the match goes on and they get more damage. It's not a stamina thing, it's a damage thing. My GM mode in 2K24 had good and bad changes, and I won't like get into that right now. I have no way to record that anyways, but John Morrison almost won the match. I would not have been surprised. This game has weird booking. You know what game has really weird AI versus AI booking? It's 2K14, because that game could just end. And so a lot of the results are just, oh yeah, they did this, they won. This video is off the fucking rails, I'm sorry. This is more of a podcast thing. Because I'm the type of person that can just like ramble for hours and hours. I don't like have to be doing anything to talk, I can just do it. So giving me a series where I can actually just do that is good for me, and maybe good for you if you want to actually get to know me as a person and become a pseudo friend. I forgot what the term is. I'm not gonna look it up because we're mid-match and that's a little awkward, but like at the same time, basically what I'm saying is you don't know me. Maybe if you're like one of my friends that is watching, hi guys, you do know me, but like, I just don't want random people that watch these videos, parentheses, no one, to fucking sit there and go, I know that guy, he's my cool little gamer friend. No, I'm here to make money. Thanks, CM Punk, for those words of wisdom. And John Morrison somehow beat Shelton Benjamin. Every single person that has gone for an attack in this series has failed so far. I know there's only been 2, but like, damn. I will give them one thing. This is no make-believe. That also just did not have audio, and I have no clue why. I'm not fixing it. I think that's funny. What's our third match? 60. It's William Regal. What way is William going? That means... Now that gives us a more definitive answer. It's R-Truth. Welcome to the first boring match of the video. Oh, hey, look, it's ECW. Now, the thing I am going to note about William Regal versus R-Truth is that, one, this is a match that would have actually happened on ECW, so good job, game. You booked it correctly. And two, William Regal wins, right? There's no way that he loses this shit. I refuse to believe that William Regal loses. It just doesn't seem like the kind of thing that would happen. I love it when the game does shit like that. They hit each other with the same fucking move, so instead of like clashing in Smash Bros, they just both hit same frame, and it just looks like they both tapped each other for half a second and then went, ouch, like bones. Like they had enough kinetic energy swiping throughout their bodies to create like an infinite vortex of energy, so they just sit there for like half a second. I'm like, oh, wow, that hurt. Probably should have waited to do this until we got a game with better AI. SVR 2011 AI isn't the best. This is AI from like over 10 years ago. It's not like modern day AI where it's like, I'm gonna invade your house and take over your home. I would use like an AI thing that CapCut has, but like, one, that's fucking stupid, and two, I would get so much shit for it. Like if I actually took the time out of my day to use AI in one of my videos, someone would probably go ahead and just like blacklist me from existence because of AI. Also, I'd have to click that altered content sticker. YouTube made that toggleable, by the way. If someone wants to be malicious, they don't have to turn that on, which is something that I noticed. Like, that's stupid. Why are you making this a thing? I mean, I guess there's something... I could see both sides of this argument, because on one hand, you have the people that are like, but if they just decide themselves, what if I upload something that's actually real, and they consider it to be AI because they have an agenda? I mean, we know YouTube bots aren't the best, ever. One thing they do is at least not fuck with the copy shit a lot. Like, if someone says it's not for kids, then they don't go and say it's for kids. It can tell a really good job if something's not made for kids just based on the video itself. You know the best part about a video like this is that it's gonna have a lot less coming. Oh, sweet summer child, you have no idea. You have no idea. Because I'm not, like, sitting there and talking in spurts, and I'm not sitting there going, hey, you need to watch this because it's cool. No, I'm just sitting there and talking normally, talking fast like I usually would if I wasn't recording myself. A lot of the reason why I talk slowly when I'm doing the game stuff is because I'm trying to focus on winning, because I want outcomes to happen. Like, you can see the blue bar, I'm not lying to you. The reason I include the entrances and don't immediately tell you who I'm playing is because I think it's better if you don't know. You can assume based on previous actions, but at least early on in the series, you don't know. Also, if anyone's watching this video that has the feeling to comment, how do you like videos? Do you like them longer or short? Because I've uploaded a lot of videos that are like 15 to 20 minutes, except for the Weezer one, which I think was like 12 minutes. The reason why the Weezer video was 12 minutes is because I had a little section that was like 5 minutes long that was going through the popular tier list for Weezer and just nitpicking it. But then I didn't tell you what albums I was actually thinking of in that process, so I was just like, I'm not gonna fight with people on this selection because I know I'm outnumbered on my opinion that it's in B tier. Yeah, I can see it. No? Just didn't work. It was the only time I had to cut out such a large portion of a video because I did not make it clear whatsoever what the fuck I was talking about. So that video was gonna be like 15 minutes, but then I did that, and so it ended up being 12. So I'm like asking, longer or shorter videos? Which ones are better? I don't know what y'all like. I mean, I have 5 people that are subscribed, but I have like 3 people that watch me. Shout out to the people that watch me. R-Truth with a roll-up on, well, please don't win the goddamn match. Okay, thank you. I've played this game too much. I know what happens. I did this whole idea off recording before, but I only made it to the second year of W12. But I also had 3 years in 2011 because I forgot about W12 shit, lol. Someone who's currently using the PS3 version of this game, I was a 360 fanboy forever, dude. Like, you could not get my hands off of a 360. I would play it regardless. I bought GTA 5 on the 360 because I did not give a shit about GTA Online. There are a lot of videos that are just like one-offs that I plan on doing. Anyways, R-Truth won the goddamn match. I was trying to avoid that happening, but you know what? He's the Intercontinental Champion. The game's gonna win him. I feel like somehow Truth Nation is like something I'm missing. I'm gonna look that up real quick. It's a church in Florida. Cool. Good to know that it's not like an alt-right group or anything. 25. So it's John Morrison. John Morrison. Downright Shawn Michaels. Alright, this is where I get to introduce a funny thing about this. It's a 1-on-2 tornado tag match. So, Shawn Michaels, in order to get his freedom, he'll be going up against John Morrison and Shelton Benjamin. So this is clearly one-sided to Shawn, and that's the point.
So essentially, it's bullshit.
A part of the point of this series is that you're designed to go after the weak people first. If you end up getting invaded by a larger nation, the idea is that you can't defend yourself unless you have an army with you. You're building up armies so that you can attack other nations and colonize them. It's smart if you think about it. It just leads to a lot of bullshit moments early on. The more people you have in a nation, the more likely they are to roll, too, which makes it even fucking worse. So I might make it in the future to where enemies cannot roll, but that would lead to several complications with my stupid ass, because remember, I'm not going off of an actual roster board. I have my own in sheets. So I'd have to, like, mark out spaces with a different color, so I wouldn't just sit there like, This is the other problem, is that it's hard for Shawn to get an offense because he just focuses on one at a time. And then when he does focus on the proper person, he just gets nailed to a cross and dies. But the big part is that if you have a high flyer, they will end up attacking each other a lot of the time or end up fucking failing. So it is possible for the people in these matches to lose the handicap. It's just not likely. Shawn's already in fired up mode. Fired up mode gives you such an advantage. I mean, in this game, kinda. It gives you a general advantage, but also a big problem with Shawn is that his, it's a head move. He can't use it unless he's at the head of the opponent. Bullshit. They're just neck breaking in the death. Shawn's gonna lose by neck breaker. This sucks. This sucks. I'm gonna do another match after this, and then we'll be done for this video. Oh yeah, also they can attack each other, which gives a slight advantage to Shawn. I mean, the fans want Michaels. I'm sure y'all are like, God damn it, why do you have to get put up against this first? Okay, John pulled it back. See, Shelton? How well would you be doing against... How well would these two be doing against Shawn if they were alone? Because they're fucking each other up. Even... I feel like that's the end for Shawn. Oh, no. He's back. He's still in the fight. Shocking. All you have to do is realistically be able to get one of them down, and then you could focus on the other one. The problem is that no one's controlling Shawn, so, like, that doesn't happen. I'm sure is. We're in Night of Champions. Did John Morrison ever win a fucking title? No, he's won the IC title. It's also, ow. That looked like it hurt. That did not look like it hurt as much, but also, Shelton, you're a fucking dumbass, my gamer. Shelton, you have him won! Guys, you have him won! Okay, thank you, Shelton. About the result I expected. Shelton Benjamin and John Morrison have claimed Shawn for the fucking make-believe land. By the way, in case you're wondering what the music of this faction would be, just imagine them coming out to fucking Peace by Make-Believe. Peace by Weezer. God damn. Alright, one more roll. 51. The Miz. So, who is The Miz gonna face? I don't think that's far enough right to be... I think that counts as Lex Luger. I'm gonna say it counts as Lex Luger. It's The Miz versus Lex Luger. Oh, hey, we're on WCW too. That's nice. You know, I had heard that the 2011 and W12 arenas for WCW and Nitro are different in a couple of different ways. Like, they completely redesigned it for the sake of WWE 12. And I think that means that 2011's was a prototype design that they tested out and see what people had problems with, which is a good yearly release developmental way of doing things. Just test out skill-based matchmaking in its own playlist and see how people react to it. Do the people that play it have problems? Are people generally against it? What is happening? This mainly references Call of Duty, because, you know, they hate skill-based matchmaking. The major problem with Call of Duty right now is just the fact that they will not get rid of skill-based matchmaking, no matter what the fuck happens. It's like how 2K won't get rid of My Faction no matter what happens, even though everyone and their mother has a problem with that mode. Whether it's the grindiness, the fact that you have to unlock characters for Persona cards, which are most of the time complete chance. So there are many save files who are unable to be 100% completed and have all the characters just because. And once the game goes offline, are we still gonna have access to everyone? Is Roman Reigns 24 gonna leave the game once the game servers go offline? I mean, 2K is not the game preservation type right now, but like, fuck, man. I mean, I assume if you install all the updates, you'll have them anyways. You know, I didn't realize how many unique comments this game had until I played without commentary on. What the fuck was that? You know, me and Lex Luger always felt like once he turned face, just an excuse to have another buff American after Hogan left. Because before he was the narcissist, which is like, isn't that like half the heels on the roster, dude? Come on. And then the other half of the time, it was like, alright, sure, whatever. Then when he turned face, it was like, oh yeah, this is Hulk Hogan. Why do I care? But then the Allied Powers came around, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this works. Like, once they actually did something other than just, you know, fucking with us and making a generic bad guy, then we started to care. Gimmicks, lessons, morals. We like wrestling for reasons that don't make sense, and y'all like movies for reasons that also don't make sense. At a certain point, you just gotta live and let die. Like this match. Seriously, come on, I don't think I've seen anyone hit Blue's signature meter once. There was no need to chant for Luger. He's already winning the match by a massive amount. You don't have to fucking make The Miz feel like he's doing jack shit. There's a guy in the crowd with an I'm awesome shirt on, and he was probably also chanting for Luger. I wonder how many people buy heel shirts. Because as a heel, your numbers are probably expected to be lower, because you're designed to not be let. Like, do people buy Judgment Day shirts? Do people buy shirts for, like, Shinsuke? Well, I know people probably buy shirts for Shinsuke, because everybody loves that guy. I just feel like if you're a heel, you're probably held to a less merchandise expectation, which makes it better if you're a heel. Because when you're a face, you're expected to get merchandise. Because a lot of officials expect to get their money, and merchandise sales help get that money. Why am I talking about merchandise when Lex Luger's the winner? Alright, well, I think that settles it then. And of course I have to call it the Lex Express, because, like, missed opportunity if I don't. But yeah, I think that's it. We did 5. It just so happens that everyone on the bottom started losing, which is weird. Is the game biased against bottoms? That is about it for this video on Smackdown vs. Raw 2011. I hope you enjoyed it, and I also hope that I keep remembering that USB backgrounds for the final moments of the video aren't that good. Maybe I should just do this. Yeah, that's better. But until then, I will see you next time. Psych, I'm not gonna stop doing the OBS fucking monitor shit. Get